My name's Craig Mallett. I have a website and a method of teaching I call Aware, Relax, Connected. This is a distillation of my previous 13 odd years of practice in primarily traditional Chinese martial arts, but also in parkour, natural movement, Ido Portal method, gymnastics bodies, stretch therapy, and a host of other things I've dabbled in over the years. And what I'm presenting at my workshop is a collection of methods I call Body Awakening and Repatterning, which is primarily to feel our body in greater detail and then to move it in a nicer way in terms of the patterns that we move with. So this is the workshop that we're teaching today in this wonderful location. The awakening side of things, I find it kind of strange that we have this body that's kind of ours, but we can't feel it, and we can't, we don't know what's happening inside it. Bits of the internal organs are just doing their thing. We can't feel even the basic tissues, some of the skin we can't even feel. I find it a little bit weird that we're separated from this somewhat, so to bring this back into our awareness, I think gives me a feeling of being more alive, more in my body, more in the world, and so on. It just feels nicer for one. The second part, the repatterning part, is more to do with how much inhibition we have in our body, how much we stop ourselves from being able to be the kind of best version of ourselves, the most fully expressing things. So we see this physically first with movements where we stop ourselves being able to move nicely, and then this starts to carry through to the rest of our lifestyle. And as we tear away these inhibitions, these parts of these patterns that are like holding us back from what is ours, then we feel more alive and more energetic, less stress, and many, many other benefits. The easiest thing we can do is just tune in as often as possible to what our body feels like. So we're doing whatever activity we're doing, we continue doing the activity and try and feel our body. Maybe we just feel the whole body. What does it feel like? What is it, is it feeling tight? Is it feeling loose? So on and so forth. Just tune into a general feeling. Or we can be specific, what does my right hip feel like? What does my knee feel like? What does my wrist feel like? And the more regularly we do this, it's like practicing feeling, and we get better at feeling, and slowly more detail comes in and more life comes into those parts. For me, I focus on two things with better movement. The first is inhibition and removing it. So can we just do basic tasks in our life, the things we do most of the time, walking, sitting, lying down, going down to the shops, and so on and so forth, these really simple life tasks, can we do them with less inhibition? And then after that, variety is really the key, just being able to stimulate the body with as much different things, getting every single joint to move through a full range, express strength, and also express deep relaxation also across a big variety of movements. Yeah, it's really just opened up the possibility for so many things, that the idea that we can actually just move our body for the sake of moving it, I think, is a really nice idea that we need to keep. The general idea being out there now is really cool, that everyone can and should move in a huge variety of ways, and it's really allowed people outside of particular subcultures to see some really wonderful things. People who aren't dancers being able to do dance stuff, people who aren't martial artists being able to just take an exercise or two from martial arts and know that they don't have to be a martial artist to do those exercises. They don't have to be a dancer to do those exercises. They can get the benefits without going in full scream ahead into one particular thing. The idea of variety is just such a wonderful idea, to keep a lot of variety of movement and just to move for the sake of moving because it feels good and feels nice in our system it's a great idea that I hope stays alive for a long time.